So I've changed my mind about something. I used to tell people to get involved in a career that they were passionate about. I used to tell people to get involved into something that they were good at. And it still stands that you should do something that you're actually good at because you'll be paid the best for those sorts of roles. But I don't stand by the words that you should do something that you're passionate about because you might be shit at what you're passionate about. For example, if you want to be a singer, but you're actually a terrible singer, you're going to waste a lot of time trying to be a singer. So I don't recommend any of that stuff. However, what you could do is you could start working on your strengths, which is highly recommended. But my new thoughts is that you should actually be doing something to gain the money. You don't want to be a broke actor. You don't want to be a broke musician. You don't want to be a broke artist. There's just too many of those people in this world today. There's too many people who are just broke musicians, broke artists. And we live in a world where you need the fucking money. You really do. And you want the money to have the freedom. And once you have the money, at that point, you can then go and start trying to become a singer or go and try and become, I don't know, you can write your own scripts. The thing is you need the money to be able to buy yourself the time. So you're actually better off chasing the money to begin with. Therefore, drop your passions. Do them as a hobby. You like singing, you like reading, you like writing. It's a passion of yours. Sure, you can run with that passion, but just run with that passion in the evening as a hobby. Instead of going out drinking with your friends, instead of doing some dumb shit with people, drop that crap and just do it in the evenings if you like those kind of hobbies and passions that just don't pay you. And that pretty much stands for 99% of things that people like. 99% of things that people like do not pay them. So you have to learn the things that do pay you, right? Whether that be copywriting, content marketing, understanding how to sell products on e-commerce, Amazon FBA, making YouTube videos, selling products. That is the field that you want to be. You want to be doing something that actually generates you the money. So, for example, I am making these videos because it's a hobby of mine. I was thinking about turning it into a proper business and actually okay, I'm going to start doing one-on-one calls. I'm going to really start doing this properly with people. I'm going to start giving them dating advice. I want to build a community on School, which I still do have that community on School. And I'll leave the link in the description if you do need some help on a one-on-one basis. But now I'm focusing much more heavy on my crypto fund. I want to reinvest my time on my crypto fund to find the right strategies, because if I do find the right strategies, that's going to generate me a really good income because I have the money to invest. So if I find the right strategy that does 30, 40, 50%, then I can make 700-800K a year completely automated, up to $1 million a year completely automated. That then gives me the time to be able to focus on my hobbies, which are making these videos, helping people out with their dating advice, helping men out with their fashion, helping people out with relationships, how to get girls and how to sort of solve and recover from their traumas and their difficulties in this life. That is ultimately what I want to do, but that is a hobby. So think about it yourself. You've probably got a bunch of things that you like. It might be beautiful cars like this one. It might be, I don't know, singing, writing, dancing, ballet dancing, knitting, whatever the fuck your hobby is. I don't know what it is, but it probably doesn't pay. I can guarantee that your hobby probably doesn't pay. So most of you will be taking on jobs that will pay you. Most of you will be taking on jobs just for the money. You need to start a business that's going to generate you the money, and it needs to be something online. So really, most of the things, I started making money selling products from China on e-commerce. I branded them and I would sell them and I'd run ads to those pages, right? Simple Shopify stores, running ads, doing a few TikTok videos, and ultimately just trying to make sales, trying to generate money. Don't waste your time on careers that just don't pay you. You can do them in your spare time. You can do those things. You can still upskill. You should do them in your spare time on the weekends and in the evenings, but really during the day in your prime hours. If you're trying to start a business and you have a bit of money, you might have 5 or 10K saved up and you want to start a business, then you should be looking at how to make money. Don't just do something if it doesn't pay you. Just, I'm just doing it for the love of it, man. I'm just passionate about it. Fuck that. Make the money first so that you can buy yourself the time to then be able to work on whatever it is you want, right? Which then puts you in my position. So I made the money in e-commerce and being an affiliate. Okay, I was an online casino affiliate, and that's what generated me the millions of dollars. And then because I now have that, I can now go and do something which I'm passionate about, which is make these YouTube videos and start a school community and start helping people with their dating life and their fashion advice and start helping men in general. Okay, so that was the route that I took. And I'm actually really glad I took that route, because if I was going to go and be an actor or a singer, which I was really good at, I'd be broke right now. It's a very, very small chance you're going to become a big actor or a big singer and you're going to make a shit ton of money from that. Make the money first. That is literally my career advice. Make the money first. Either work for someone who has a business that you can replicate and you can copy, or I don't recommend you just do a job just for the money if you're not learning anything. I think if you're completely broke, then you need to do that job for the money, because you'll need about $3,000 to $5,000 to start a business or to learn how to crypto trade. You might buy a cheap course. You might need a little bit of initial capital and a little bit of an initial sum. So you should do that. But ultimately, as a closing sort of conclusive sentence, I don't want you doing something which doesn't pay you. Just keep the hobbies for the evening and start a business that actually makes you money. Because once you make that money, then you can spend that time, because you have the money, doing something and going back to your passions. Now, you might be in a position where you'll be like me, where you do regret not singing enough as a child and not trying to really push your musical career. But at the same time, the chances of me becoming or having become a huge singer was very small. So I'm glad I went down this route.